ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I am I'm on my personal page because I wasn't able to see my guest artiste on my Red Wine Talking page. I remember having that issue before, and I remember other people that have been trying to do this type of interview having that issue. So I decided to come on my personal page to see if I'm not going to have that issue anymore, and if Rane would basically be able to join me here so we can continue with my interview with her regarding her soca music and everything that she has to offer to us. So I'm going to wait on here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Red Wine, otherwise known as Cheryl Ann. My pseudonym Red Wine is a Trini name. It is red for my complexion because that's what people call me in Trinidad. They say I'm red in complexion. I've always heard growing up red's red woman, and wine because I love to wine. So this is where my Red Wine comes from, my pseudonym. I love to wine to soca music. That's what we do to soca music. So welcome again. I do these live broadcasts every now and then. Pop up because I'm very spontaneous. I never know when I'm going to be able to join you guys and talk to you guys about sex and love and everything that goes with it. And I'm here on my personal page now talking to you about red wine, talking to you from red wine, talking to you in regards to red wine talking. So welcome. I'm gonna look for me. Give me a moment. I'm gonna look for me to see if I'm on here, to make sure that I'm here, because my director is telling me that he's not seeing me, but I just saw me. I just popped up. Maybe it's a delayed telecast of some sort. But I'm going to actually, wow, okay, I see what it is. I think it's because I private. Yes. So all this time, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. All this time I've been talking because thinking that you guys are here. I've been talking to you when nobody can see me, but now I changed my privacy to public, and now you should be able to see me. So welcome everyone. Rane wants to join, so it looks like if I'll be able to finally get her on here. Let's see. Wow, let's see what I have to do here. Hi everyone. Give me a moment. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your patience. Let me have my assistant share it in the Red Wine Talking page so that those of you that are still there should be able to see me. Should be able to see me still. I don't want to get this volume on here because I don't want us to have all the feedback. I did see where Rane asked to join. So give me a moment, let me find that notification so that I can have her on here, okay? Let's see. Let me see if I can see it on here. Hi, Julie. Hi. Welcome. Let's see if I can see on here. What is it that I have to do to get her on here? Hold on. Hi everyone. Okay, I think I approved Rane. So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I think she's going to be on here very soon. Thank you so much for your patience again. So let's give it a little bit of time. Yeah, you did? Okay, let me see if I can share it in my Red Wine. Hi, Rane.
How are you? I have to adjust something here. Give me 1 second because it was telling me to rotate the camera to join. So
Take your time.
I'm sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about. Nothing to be sorry about. Take your time because I'm going to share us all over as well.
Okay.
I'm not able to share me.
Can find it. I could share it on my personal thing, but I can't find your page to share it too.
I think I see it now. Hi.
All right, that's better.
Yep. So,
Can you
Rena,
see me well?
I can see you really well.
Okay,
I
great.
see you decided to wear black and I decided to go with white and I never really wear white. I always wear black.
Yes, black is one of the go-to for me.
Yes, I love my black as well. I rarely wear white. I like how it looks, but I always find that I get it dirty very easily. So I rarely ever wear it.
Yes.
So
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, you
Thank
are?
you. Yes. Yeah. Yes, yes.
Very good. Very good. So I was very excited when management, your management company called me and said, well, you know what? I think Rain is going to be a great fit for your show because, you know, you're always talking sexy talk and
Right.
the way Rain sings and portrays herself is very sexy. And they thought that this was right in line with what is it that I do on my live viewings and my live broadcast. So I thought, well, you know what? I honestly, I didn't even look into who you were. I did not look into anything, but I know your management team, so I trusted them that they would know that this will be a great fit for both of us. I totally trusted it. So I told them yes from the very beginning, and then I started doing the research, a little bit of research on you. And when I saw like your pictures and I saw the song A Good Man and My Behavior, I was like, oh, this is a good fit. This is a very good fit.
Right. Yeah.
So
thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for having me.
You're very welcome. I want to know a little bit of your background, even though I read your whole about category. I want my viewers, I'm going to talk to you because my viewers probably have no idea who you are, what you're about, where you're from. So I want to start from the very beginning. I want to start with where you are from. Where are you?
Okay. I am from Trinidad and Tobago, hailing from Maloney in Trinidad and Tobago, which is like the east side. I also saw on your profile that it says Venezuelan.
Yes.
Yes, that's what my cousins and I call ourselves also.
Really?
Yes, because we have that background as well. So my father's side of the family is Venezuelan. And yeah, I grew up in Trinidad and I migrated to the US. You know, I have a passion for the music and also law. So I just try to like merge the two. Maybe I can be an entertainment lawyer one day, who knows?
So are you studying law then?
But I've gotten my bachelor's in legal studies. I have an associate in paralegal studies, and I have to like bring my mind to focus on the LSAT.
Yes.
It's tough.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting, because I did think about studying law. I just thought about the length of time that it would take for me to actually so very interesting. Yeah. So then what is it that made you decide to get into soca music and to actually decide that you want to sing and write soca music? Because you write your music as well, correct?
I do write, yes. I write most of my songs. But I always had a passion for the culture, for the music, the tempo, you know, the lyrics, watching other soca artists that, you know, been in the game for a very long time, do their thing, and the way they command the stage. And to me, it's when, you know, it's a fulfilling experience. And then when you get on stage and, you know, you give your all, and to see the crowd's reaction, that's a great experience. That's like a great feeling, I should say, for me as well. So I like to write, could be poems, love songs, anything. And I decided I wanted to get into doing this soca music. And as a child, I started doing the little school competitions, calypso competitions and stuff during the carnival season. And I just said, one day I'll just continue from there. So that's where I am now.
Wow, so you started it in school. How old were you when you
Right.
started?
It's like primary school, elementary, for those who don't know. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So it was like that young age. And then singing in the school choir and stuff, that helped as well.
Yes. Yes. So what is it that actually triggered you? Like you sung it in school and
Right.
and you loved it. But what is it that actually brought you to the professional level? What is it that took you there? What made you decide to take it to that point?
Just people that I had in my corner pushing me at the time.
Wow.
Saying, don't listen to others, just step out on faith and do what you have to do. And then my drive, I mean, I would, back then I was like a lot shyer, and like I would just want to, the stage and, crowds, and they could be unforgiving, and you don't want to get booed.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah.
You don't want to get pelted with bottle. You don't want to
toilet paper.
Yes, toilet paper. Yeah.
So I just decided to give it a try. And then from the instant I heard my first song on the radio, and then after my first performance, I was like, no, I definitely could do this.
Wow, good. So when was your first song? What year was your first song on the radio?
2018, entitled Miss Weiner.
Yes. I've heard Miss Weiner. So you got a good feedback from everybody. So you felt like
right.
Yes.
That's what kept me like going, and still keeps me going. You know, so that's important.
Encouragement really is important. When you see that people are loving what you do and enjoying what you do, you can't help but want to do it even more.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, gives you a push.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does. It's inspiring. It's very inspiring. So after Miss Weiner, what did you think? After you sang Miss Weiner, after you decided, after you realized that the people were really loving it, what is it that you decided to do after that?
Just keep releasing more music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
I have a lot.
And then were you promoting on your own? Was someone helping you promote? Were you?
No. At the time when I first came out, it was just myself. Yeah. So it was just me. And just learning here and there from different producers I work with and different people that I meet in the industry, and just taking it from there.
Wow. Is there any one particular soca artist that you felt really had a huge impression on you, that made you decide, yes, I have to keep going? Was there any one particular soca artist?
Yes. I would say there's two. So on the male side, the person that really pushed me passed away. His name was Devon Matthews. He pushed me to step out and do the music, and his passing really helped push that for me, and said, so it's like, I hope I'm making you proud, and on top of making myself proud. And then I look at the females in the industry as well, especially Nadia Batson, her energy and her drive, and I that I'm like, I want to get to that point.
Yes. So were you always able, like you mentioned Nadia Batson, right? I saw her recently up here in South Florida. And seriously, I've never looked at her the way I looked at her this last time I saw her, not too long ago. And I saw that she really had a great stage performance.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, and I believe in stage performance. And she was very captivating, and I thought to myself, wow, this is why people like Nadia Batson.
Right.
This is exactly why they like her. And soca music is something that I think you have to perform to. Yes, the song and the lyrics, it's all great, but I think the
Yeah,
performance is a major part of it.
it
Major
is.
part of it. And I realized
Definitely.
from looking at you and looking at your videos that you also realize that stage performance is important.
Yeah.
Were you said that you were shy in the beginning, and then when you first started coming out with Miss Weiner and you realized you had to continue on, were you thinking at any point in time that my stage performance might not be accepted by everyone? Were you worried about that?
No, that's
Not for
not what
Trinis,
it
right?
is.
Not for Trinis, not for Trinis at all.
No, I mean, soca is a beat, right? As
Yes.
opposed to calypso and kaisos,
Yes.
more kind of slower tempo. But if you're coming on a soca platform, you have to bring it. Um, for me, it's like I'm still baby stepping, and it's just to like get loose and free up, and but at the same time maintain your breathing, your energy, because it, all that movement and singing, that's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Have you ever thought about, or maybe you did bring up any like backup dancers to help you with the stage performance?
I have never thought about it. Like,
I don't, yeah, I don't think you really
never.
need it because you perform, you actually dance, you whine, you
Yeah.
put yourself out there. So
Right.
I don't think you really needed it. But like you said, it's a lot having to sing and dance at the same
Yeah.
time and perform at the same time.
Yeah. It
So
is.
walk us through after Miss Weiner. What was the process after that?
After Miss Weiner, the next song released was Handle It. It's like a dancehall and soca fusion, something for the summer. And I just kept, focusing on what to release next, and what songs I hear that I like and stuff like that. So after Handle It, I did a song entitled I Papi, which was more sexy, groovy type. And then worked on Bam Bam, which is a more upbeat, real fast-paced wind-up song. Yeah, and then I did My Behavior, which is like free spirited, wild, like get on real bad type of soca, and
Yeah.
then we released A Good Man, back down to the mellow, nice, sexy vibe.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, My Behavior.
Right.
What is it that inspired that song?
The song was originally called Hardcore, and we fixed it, melody wise, and then I said, but everything that's going on with the COVID and the lockdown, and people not, able to be free and be themselves, and you can't flex, and you can't go carnival, and you can't go and see your family and stuff like that. When I do get to go outside, this is going to be my behavior, whatever it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, did you think that you got the response from My Behavior that you wanted? Did you think that you got a good response? Yes.
Yeah, but any song I put out, I don't put out the song with expectations, right? I will put out the song and see what's the reaction, and just take it as it comes. I feel like if you go expecting, because if you're like, oh, it's gonna be here and this and that, you might get disappointed when it don't get there. So I just release the song and let it do what it does, and hear the feedback, hear they're liking it. For My Behavior, I have to say I'm getting great feedback. A lot of people are liking it, and just I realize some people, like, when they hear the intro alone, they're like, they know what's coming.
Yes.
So yeah.
I leaving my behavior at home. I leaving my behavior
Yeah.
at home. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that a lot. I really, really enjoy it
I'm
because
happy.
we all know Trinis, we have no behavior when we hear soca music.
Exactly.
We have no behavior when we hit the road and all that songs hit our head with
That's
drinks
true.
in our head.
Yeah.
behavior is gone.
Gone.
Even if we didn't leave it at home, we leaving it right
Somewhere.
here that we were. Yes.
Yes, yes.
We leaving it somewhere. We leaving
Hmm.
it somewhere. What year was my behavior? Was it?
This year. It was
Yeah.
released this year. Yeah.
Okay, and then you followed up with a good man. Is that
Yes.
what, yeah. So did you write my behavior?
I did. I wrote my behavior, and then I had another writer by the name of Dara Gervais step in and refix it for me in terms of the melody. And then I had Zone, who's another soca artist, come and give me the hook on it. That come catch me on the road, wanging low. He brought in that part which I really liked. So it was a good fusion.
Yes, yes. So then what brought us to a good man? After my behavior, what is it that triggered a good man?
Well, my behavior was written since 2015, right?
Okay.
And A Good Man was written in 2019. It was supposed to be released actually before my behavior, but it was a collaboration with Siddiqui and I, and Siddiqui lives in Trinidad, and the borders were closed, and so it kind of kept us back a bit. And I said it has to come out this summer. It just have to. So
yeah,
that's
you
what
didn't want to wait. You did not.
I did not want to wait.
And tell us a little bit about Siddiqui.
Siddiqui is mellow, pretty chill dude. He has a sweet voice. Like
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he has and that kind of like drew me to him. When I heard his voice, I said, "Is this you or is this like autotune or something?"
Right.
He was like, "No," and he talks to me like, "No, that's me singing like real." So, and I was like, "Wow!" Like definitely the song have to be done. But he's pretty chill, mellow. I've never seen him upset. I've actually never met him, but we spoke on the phone a lot.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah, we spoke on the phone a lot, and I could just tell like he's a real humble person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a good man. I want you to actually state some of the lyrics that you have in that song, A Good Man, which I really, really love. It's very seductive, and it basically says what a lot of us are looking for in a good man.
Right.
So walk us through some of the lyrics, and why did you think that these lyrics had to be a part of this song?
When I heard Siddiqui's part of this song, which was very seductive, I said I had to top that. That was my process at the point. So I was just thinking, writing, I want a good man, want to give me enough love and attention. You tell me say you are the right one and you're fit for the position, right? So, I'm like, you can't come with me if you're right. So like when you come at my door, be sure, because there's not gonna be any talking. I'm going to put it on you. Yes.
Right. So in our view, in your view, and I think in a lot of our views, a good man comes with love and attention and affection, right?
Right.
Yes, part of being a good man is being able to give us that love and affection, and that's mentally and physically.
Physically.
Right? Yes, physically is very important. But I always say that, the physical comes from the mental. A lot of times that physical won't really happen if the mental isn't there. Right. Is there a certain line in there? Like I'm here live with you on my kitchen counter, and I'm remembering that some of the lyrics on there is basically give me it on the counter. I want to take me it on the counter. I was like, wow, I like how you put that in there.
Yes.
Yes.
I want you to put me on the counter.
Yes, because we like that kind of sex. We like that kind of exciting sex.
Yes. It has to be. It could be sweet and nice, or be a little rough.
Yes, and know when to time the roughness. Know how to time it.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna ask you a few questions in regards to how is it that because I normally come on here and talk about a lot of sex, right?
Okay.
So I have a few yeah, I do. It's mainly about sex, but sex is part of life, and
Right.
sex and love and everything is part of our lifestyle, whether we like it or not, whether we want to talk about it or not,
Right.
whether we want to show it or not.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a few questions that I asked some of my behind the scenes people regarding that song "A Good Man" and all of the sexual tones towards it, right?
Right.
So here are some of the questions. Are you married or single?
Single.
Single. Perfect. Right. Do you like men or women?
Men. I mean, I don't discriminate against them. I just prefer men. I'm also men. Strictly dickly.
Yes. You see, I was just gonna say strictly dickly because I had a lesbian friend that thought that she could turn me into a lesbian, and then she realized that I'm strictly dickly, and that's the first time I heard that term was from her. She said, "I realized you're a strictly dickly kind of girl. You're not down that road." Right. So, do you like being single, or do you feel like if do you give or take? Do you feel like it leaves you open to whatever it is that's out there and you enjoy it, or do you feel like you want to eventually settle down with somebody?
That's something I battle with.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I do, because I've grown to enjoy single life.
Yes.
Yeah. And then sometimes I would say, oh, maybe I should find a companion, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't have time.
Right.
You know, and I'm just too busy, with the music and everything. I'm like, I don't want to invite somebody into my life and I can't give them my time. That would be so selfish.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Understandable. You have to think about them too. You want somebody, but are you able to give that person what is it that you think is required? Yep. Do you do tours? Do you do any tours?
Like touring, singing?
Yeah.
I can't say right now with everything being like hampered.
Yes.
But I did perform at the last carnival they had in Trinidad in 2019, and I do performances in New York City, and around New York area. And then I have some upcoming performances. I have one on September the 5th actually, called Pink Fest in Florida. So everybody in Miami, make sure you get your tickets. I'll be there.
I have tickets. I saw you were performing there today, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna perform there. So we may have to look into you, because we put on a Carnival Friday Fest. So I'm gonna talk to you off screen about whether or not we can have you perform there with us, for us.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, but we know the Pink organization. We're gonna be there, and I was very excited when I saw that you were gonna perform there along with.
Thank you. It's gonna be awesome.
Congratulations! It is.
Thank you.
So, are you gonna be here at all for the carnival that we're having here in Miami?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's actually my birthday. I'm a Libra, so.
You are?
Yes. October 11th. So
my best friend is a Libran.
You can't go wrong.
No, I'm gonna have a drink with her after this show, because
very nice. Cheers.
Yes, because I always get nervous no matter how often I do this. I always get nervous going on live here. So I'm gonna ask you that as well. Do you get nervous when you have to go on stage, or when you have to do interviews like this with anyone? Do you still get nervous? Is it easy for you?
Interviews, I'm fine. I'm a people person. I can talk. So I'm fine in interviews. Going on stage, I'm not as shy or scared or nervous. Like during the day, I'll be nervous because I'm thinking how I'm gonna do my set, how I'm gonna sing this, how am I gonna react to the crowd. But if what I do is I get there early and I survey the crowd.
Yes.
And to see like, okay, how they're reacting and so on. And I get up on stage and I focus on the person that's giving me the traction, and then I'll still interact with everybody else, but then I go back to this person. Yeah.
Very good. So you prepare. You
Right.
literally prepare. And I think when you're prepared, you're able to handle it a little bit better. A
Yes,
little bit better.
definitely.
Yeah,
Hmm.
very good. So let me ask you something else. Um, do you find that you miss sex? You're single and you've been single for a long time. Do you
Right.
find that you miss it, or do you find that, you know what, I've already gone so long without it, then I'm good. Then I'm good.
Honestly, I'm like super busy, right? So I don't have the time to think about it. And some people are like, "How do you do that?" I just don't like. I don't have time to sit down and process
Right.
that. But then sometimes, like there's a certain time in the month, right? Sometimes it's like,
Yes.
hmm,
Yes.
yeah, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Around
what if?
around our menstrual cycle, we get very
Yeah,
excited. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
that is like the worst too. It's like
Yes. Yes.
you're grinding like, but then you're like,
Yes.
read a book, do something, occupy
Yes.
yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes. I
then
know.
I ask myself to like, do I know how to do that still? Like I don't know.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I know exactly what you mean, because there are times when I'm married. I've been married for 28 years. So there are times when,
Congratulations.
thank you. So there are times when we will go through dry spells. We will go through
Right.
dry spells, and then when we actually have sex again, I would say to him, "Wow, this is what this feels like. I
I
forgot."
know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That then my other fear too is like if I do actually like meet someone and then it's like because it's like a drought, right? So you're like, you're expecting pow, and then they come and like, boop, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yep, yep, yep. It's not an easy road. It's not an easy
no,
road when you're single at all. At
yeah.
all. So I get it. I get it. I get it.
Hmm.
Let me ask you something else. Do you find that you use sex appeal to sell your music?
Um, not really.
Okay.
I try not to because I feel like when you do that, they don't focus on the music, and I've
Yeah.
noticed like if I post something skimpy or whatever, sexy, it's like you get all the likes and the flames and what. And if you just post like something regular or a regular picture, you don't. So sex sells, but you have to find that balance because you want them to focus on the real you, and not just the objective, sexy. Oh yeah, I have to get her kind of thing. Yeah.
Very, very well said. Very well said. I've noticed the very same thing. You want people to know the inside you. You don't want people
Yeah.
to just focus on your body or your face or how sexy you are. And
Right.
sometimes it could be diminishing, and you don't want
Yeah.
that. You definitely don't want that.
Right.
Would you say that your audience is mainly men or women? Do you know?
I've had some performances where most of the men come up front, especially for Carnival 2020, sorry. That's the last time I performed. I think I said 2019 before, but it was 2020. And I'm like singing Kalamadi Bam Bam. Everybody get well for the Bam Bam, which is a song for ladies to
Yeah.
wind up, right? But the men is like, yeah, the only ones in the front. And I remember saying to my road manager, like, why every performance the men are up front? I'm singing the song for the woman, and they're like, well, you have one hot shorts and all this stuff. So yeah, they want to see like if they could see in the shorts, they're there.
Yeah. They love
Yeah.
a hot shorts. They love a hot shorts, you know. And they love a bam bam too, you know.
Right.
Which Trini man do you know does not like a bam bam?
I would love
Yeah.
to know. Western, which Western, yeah, which man on the whole?
Very true.
Right?
Very
I
true.
would love to know what it is about it. But women, I've noticed, including me, like to see a nice butt on a guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do. I agree 100%. We like bam bam too. We like bam bam too.
Yeah, you had to have something. I mean,
Yes.
like to grab, just like you like to grab.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. So you tell me, what else do you want our viewers to know about you, and what else do you want them to know about your new song, A Good Man? What else do you want to share with us about that?
Okay, so about me, I am a fun-loving, outgoing person. I'm also in the U.S. Navy. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Enough respect.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been living in the U.S. for quite a number of years. I have
What made
more.
you get into the Navy?
I also have an aggressive side. So yeah, and I like the action. I mean, I've never been in real combat, but I just would like gear more towards that. It's something I always wanted to do, and I
Wow.
like it. I like it. I like my job. I like what I do. I
Wow.
made my ranks, so I'm good.
Wow.
Um, and I have more songs coming. You
Oh,
know
nice.
that's gonna be enjoyable. If I listen to it over and over, and once it hits my soul, I know it's going to hit yours. So
Yes.
more songs
Yes.
coming. In terms of A Good Man, I would like to say, I did a poll, and people went in on it and what the Bible say and this and that. I'm like, you're reading too much into this. A good man is whatever you decide is a good man, whatever your opinion of a good man is. Because some people are like, oh, so that's how you're gonna get a good man, by him putting you on the counter. Yeah, I don't want no locho man. Like, I don't want nobody like take charge, but put me on the counter. So I'm just saying, it's whatever you deem a good man to be for you,
Yes.
not because I say have a ball in for murder. You mightn't want a ball for murder.
Right.
So, you mightn't want to end up in the hospital after. I'm just saying.
Right.
It's whatever you deem a good man to be. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. I like how you say murder, because one of the things that I normally have to say during my orgasms is, baby, I think you may have to call 911, because I feel like if I'm gonna get a heart attack right now.
Oh my goodness, no. Well, thank God you're still here. So, you'll be fine.
Right, exactly.
That's
And
good.
like you say, yeah, it's individualistic. We all have different versions of a good man. You're very right. So it just depends what your version of a good man is.
Right. Because I would see like females, I don't know, but for me and my circle of friends, we'll watch somebody and they will say like, oh my God, he looking gorgeous. And I'm like, he'll put me in a coffin. No, I'm not trying to end up in the hospital. No, not tonight. Like seriously.
Yes.
That's why they think like, men look at you and when you walk past, they look back. We don't have to do that. We're getting you all up in the front. That's it.
We are. We already size you up and we know exactly, yes.
Yeah, and like that, and you would not know. We watch your eyes, your lips, watch your lips, watching everything, watch your shoes.
Yeah, everything. And we already know. We already know from that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So lastly, what is your legacy? What do you want to leave behind? When people talk about Rane Blackman, what is it that you would love to hear them say? What is it would make you feel good to hear them say about Rane Blackman? What's your legacy?
That I did it my way. That I was a fun-going, loving person that always tried to help others. That's like a big thing for me.
Yeah.
If I am not able to help someone, I feel so horrible. That I mean, I try not to beat myself up, but it's like that's just one of my, and I always talk about this, one of my goals is to be able to give back to my community, to help people that I grew up with, to help the less fortunate, and I feel like I cannot leave this earth until I do that.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
that is excellent, and I think that's what most of us, I think most of us get to that point.
right.
I can't speak for everybody, but we do want to give back. We want to be able to help where we can.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I am glad I was able to.
Thank you.
Yes,
and to meet you finally.
Opportunity to share you with all of the viewers here.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to see what everything else that you have to offer. I will be following you and I will be sharing you with everybody because
Thank
I
you.
love your music. I love your energy. I love your vibe. Now that I know that you're a Libran, even more so.
And a Venezuelan.
Yes, I'm a Venezuelan.
Yeah.
So wonderful.
Thank you so much for having me. I
You're
will
very
see you at
welcome.
Pink. Make sure I see you at Pink.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, September 5th.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
In the
Thank you so
meantime,
much.
please take very good care.
I will. You do the same. Have a good one. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Ciao for now, ladies and gentlemen.